Hey guys, Chicago Bears fans, we need some good news, right? And I think we just got it. It looks like Keenan Allen is back, and that is very good news indeed. I'm going to go to the story on bleachernation.com. So, the good news, veteran wide receiver Keenan Allen, as you guys know, he's missed the last couple games of a heel injury. He was back at practice today, albeit on a limited basis, but all signs point to him returning this week unless the timeline changes. And Coach Flus, he had this to say: Keenan's back on the field today. He'll be listed as limited. He'll be working through some drills and doing some different things out there. He was working over the weekend with a rehab group, so that's looking good. We'll see where it progresses as we go. Now, this is supposed to be good news day, but I'm going to bring this up. The Bears are 17 of 51 on third downs. Help, right? We need help. Keenan Allen is going to greatly help with that, and it will be absolutely great to have him back if this timeline holds. This is going to give defenses, you guys, another dude they absolutely need to account for. This is a guy, he just finds a spot in the zone and he sits into it, easy passes into the seam, and someone that can actually win one-on-ones and third downs, another receiver that can do that. This is going to eliminate any propensity to double team any receiver. Hopefully, Shane Waldron, he has the common sense to keep deploying Cole Kmet heavily. Roshan Johnson, he can provide some power running in the rushing game. Actually caught the ball pretty well last week too. This return of Keenan Allen, it's nothing short of great news for Chicago. Prolonged absence caused many to wonder, including myself, about his long-term health. I even question why the team wasn't putting him on injured reserve to kind of free up that roster spot if he was going to be gone. The team not deciding to do so, that would have knocked him out for at least 4 games. That showcased the optimism that the coaching staff had, that this wasn't going to be a long-term injury and maybe a longer continuation of the heel injury, the same heel injury that he had with the Chargers. Looks like the bets paid off. Allen now at least has a chance to play after missing only 2 games. Proven safety blanket is back. Make things easier for rookie quarterback Caleb Williams, right? He's been dealing with some early struggles. I think a lot of it's contributed to growing pains, but also a lot of it is due to this offensive line just playing absolutely epically horrible. Good thing, though, I trust the coaching staff that they're not going to rush Allen back if he's not 100% or close to it. It's clear this injury is something to be cautious about, but even if he doesn't end up suiting up on Sunday, a return to week 5 at worst looks like a given. He's just going to continue to progress. And this is good news that we all needed to hear. Maybe we can get some improvement out of this offensive line. I'm going to pray that we can. The Bears, with this addition to the offense, they're going to be hard to handle in this upcoming game with the Rams. And you know what? If we can come out of this being 2-2, a lot of things are forgiven. We can move on with optimism. And let's kind of hear from DJ Moore what he had to say. And this is about him returning to the field and what it means to the team. Hopefully, the offense is way better than it has been. You don't have 2 people, but 3 people you have to worry about now. Let's hope as well that the silliness is gone out of the play calling. Silliness is my nice word to call it. But let's hope that Keenan Allen isn't asked to block a defensive end. If you guys were watching the last game, DeAndre Carter, he was asked to do that during that ridiculous goal line series at the half against the Colts. And Kevin Fishbane, he shared what Caleb has to say. It's good to have nice news to share. Bears quarterback Caleb Williams, this is about getting Keenan back at practice. His special talent of getting open in a phone booth, it's going to be great for us. Kind of a refresher. Let's give a little more history on this injury. We're looking at our 6-time Pro Bowler, previously limited with the injury, and that's during the final week of training camp. At the time, GM Ryan Poles called it a cleat issue, later identified by the team as a heel injury. And just remember, this heel it's been an issue since last season. He missed time with the LA Chargers at the end of the year and listed as questionable on the Bears' final injury report heading into week 1. He did play a full complement of snaps for the most part in week 1. Team high 11 targets from our rookie quarterback. That's against the Titans. 4 passes, underwhelming yardage, 29 yards. But he ended up leaving the game with a visible limp in the fourth quarter. And there you go. Here we are. But if you remember, during that game, he had some key catches, especially on a 4th and 3. Gotta have it. That extended a drive. I mean, in the meantime, some good things have happened. Rome Odunze has been getting more snaps, more responsibility. And man, he's responding. He just had his coming out party. 6 catches on 11 targets, 112 yards and a score. You've got DJ Moore. I would say he's still kind of working on his rapport with Caleb. They haven't been fully on the same page consistently. But these 2 guys can continue carrying a lot of the water. I mean, I'm talking about DJ and Rome. And this is while Keenan gets stitched back in. Just a huge development. For one, I want to see this offense with everything intact. Caleb Williams progressing very well, even behind a struggling offensive line. I'm not going to sugarcoat that, but man, Keenan Allen is back and ready. This could be a huge blessing for the Bears, and everybody's jumping ship. Everything's on fire. But if we win, we come out of this 2-2. I think that's very possible. Everything is still okay. We can build some confidence. And let's move past this. Let's talk a little more about the injury front here from this practice. Coach Flus also shared that right tackle Darnell Wright didn't practice today, considered day-to-day with a back injury, and that happened during the week 3 loss against the Colts. He said that he's actually hopeful that Wright will respond to treatment. Extra rest this week. I think he'll more than likely be ready for this week 4 matchup. But it's not definite. He also said that defensive end Darrell Taylor, he missed practice, but it's due to an illness. No worries there. A nice thing to kind of follow up on my story from the weekend, talking about what a good thing it was that Matt Pryor was going to get the start. Coach Flus had a lot of good things to say about Matt Pryor. Nice move to pull the plug on Nate Davis, at least for the interim. When he was asked about right guard Matt Pryor, he said that he was nothing short of impressive, and everything's comparative, but he's going to remain the starting right guard for quite some time. And this is the direct quote. We thought that Pryor did a nice job. You guys all watched the tape. He was firm in the pocket and did a nice job of blocking at times. He had a couple of plays that he wished he'd have back, but for the most part, he did a nice job there. I think we still have a problem with Coleman Shelton. He's still getting blown up a little bit. He still doesn't seem to have the leverage and the size to really anchor that center position. Man, we need Ryan Bates back, and he's going to be back soon. We just got to be patient for a couple weeks. But let's move over. Let's talk more about Pryor from Coach Flus. First of all, he's a great teammate. Got a great attitude. He works well at right guard with Darnell right next to him. I think that's a good partnership there. And there's also the question, let's say Darnell Wright's back isn't ready for the game, and they have to look at Pryor maybe at right tackle. Coach Flus responded with, he's a guy that we have some flexibility with there. We're going to have to see where we are based on the health of Darnell. He also said that rookie Kieran Amagaje, he could be an option at right tackle if Wright can't play on Sunday against the Rams. And frankly, I'm all good for that. I think it can't get worse than it has been. I want to see Kieran get some reps at some spot across the line, whether that's at right guard, whether that's at right tackle. I would absolutely love to see him get some reps. And with Pryor seemingly winning the right guard job over Nate Davis, some questions were asked about competition, and this is what Flus had to say. We are looking for the best 5. We don't want musical chairs in there. We're not at that point. I agree. We want guys to solidify themselves in there by their performance and then just keep going in terms of consistency week after week, performing at a high level. That's what we're searching for. It's early in the season. We're looking for that. Some of the guys are doing that. We just have to keep pressing the whole group to do it. And you guys, We just got done with week 3. We eked out a win in week 1. It's been 2 really rocky weeks. I'm not going to sugarcoat the performance of the offensive line. It's been absolutely terrible. I do not believe that it's a talent deficit. I think it's been some coaching issues. Let's just hope these coaching issues are rectifying themselves. Let's hope GM Ryan Poles has gotten these guys into a room. Let's hope Coach Flus no longer has these in-game gaffes. There is a lot of stuff to clean up here, and I'm going to be optimistic that we're going to be able to clear it. And also having Keenan Allen back on this offense, employing the power running of a now healthy Roschon Johnson, Pepper and these other guys, maybe Swift can still be an occasional home run hitter, man. And then continue to employ Cole Kmet as a safety valve, as even a field stretcher down the middle. I mean, Cole Kmet looked really, really good last week, and I want to see this offense intact. And I'm not going to be upset. I'm going to be excited about it, and I'm going to just enjoy it. And you guys should too. Let's try to just have a positive outlook here. Let's look forward to this Rams game. And if we can't beat the Rams, there is going to be a way different tenor coming from me. So in the meantime, bear down. Let's look forward to this game. And